I could go back 20 years and talk to myself when I was, 16 years old, I would just say, hey, every day pour in 100%. Have the passion, have the effort, because all those days add up, all those minutes add up. And you don't want to grow older and say, what if I would have worked harder? I own my own business. We work with soccer players of all ages, helping them improve with their confidence and with their skills. When they grow older, I want them to look down and say, yeah, Jeremie was different. He was a different coach. He was a different trainer, helping them build their character and what it takes to work hard, not only on the soccer field, but as a young man or as a young lady, I was born in Midland, Texas, which is in West Texas, small town of 100,000 people. I was raised single parent. I'm my only child. I'm biracial. So my dad is black, my mom is white. I never met my dad. He actually was killed when I was in 9th grade. But my grandfather, I would say, is who was closest to a father figure than anything. Like, I just remember, save your money and have a good attitude. And my dad was an American football player. My grandmother taught me how to play basketball. And then my mom, she's into fitness. So I kind of have some athletic genes. The first time I ever played soccer, I was in Colorado. I just remember soccer was easy for me. It was scoring 3 goals a game, running past everybody. It was freedom for me. It was like when I went to play soccer, I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was always one of the better players because of my determination, my speed, my athleticism, but I wasn't like real smooth with the ball in a tight situation. I felt discouraged and thinking, okay, I'm 16, it's too late. It's too late for me to get a Division I scholarship or to play pro. But you can't just go through the motions. You gotta work hard, you gotta believe in yourself and set goals that you might not even think you can do. That's when I would start to practice on my own, like with what my coaches taught me at practice, and I'd get in the backyard and work on kicking the ball against the fence or dribbling in the backyard. And you could literally see 2 days later, you could feel it, like I felt already better with the ball on what I was doing on my own. I went to college at West Texas A&M, a Division II school, about 3 hours from where I grew up. In college, it changed. Money's involved. I'm getting a scholarship. I'm gonna let a whole lot of people down if I mess up. So I didn't make those same mistakes. After that, I got drafted into Major League Soccer.
Jeremie Piette, who came to Vancouver midway through the season from the Cincinnati Riverhawks. High floating ball from Heald. Piette knocks it down and then it's headed away.
Oh, nice piece of skill there by Piette. Has been such a great addition to this team. So good in the air, good on the ground. And he's only 23 years old, so lots of good years of soccer still left.
Now working with the students, having that extra voice, I do try to give them those things that I never got. Whether it is building your character, your work ethic. People see the passion I have for soccer, but more important, they see the passion I have for my family, for my wife, for my kids. Behind God, I put my wife, then I put my kids, then I put in my work. That's why I believe in what I do now with the kids is I know that it'll come around. And sometimes they get frustrated because they can't do it. But I know that I get excited if they can just do it one time, because I know next week it's just gonna get better and better.